So let me tell you about how life has been for me. And to be honest, yeah.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
How's life?
Oh,
Thanks for asking.
what a coincidence. Life all in all is good.
Yes.
Like realistically, dude, unless you're dying, your life's pretty good in Australia.
It's like, how often do we message each other? It's like, hey, what's going on? Fucking sick shit. What are you doing? Man, life's too much. It's too much fun. Life's good. And we're busy, like, out of our eyeballs. But we're like, what are you doing? Like, man, just fucking doing sick shit.
Life all in all is good.
Yeah.
But I've had an awakening. Not an awakening. I had
An epiphany.
No, it's not even that big. It's more so just like I found myself in the same position again. I'm not where I wanted to be by the end of Q1.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you ask me that question?
I did.
Was it last episode
Last
or this one?
episode.
Last episode. How was
Yeah.
your Q1? I didn't ask it back, so apologies.
That's okay. It's the perfect segue into this one.
That's it.
Not where I wanted to be by
Cool.
Q1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
And
find that surprising.
Hey?
I find that surprising.
Why?
I've seen how busy you've been and how much you've been working.
I
what
am
you've been
busy.
doing. Yeah.
Not where I want to be though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that because you've got really high expectations for yourself and your business and what you want to do?
That's probably a part of it, yeah. I think there is people who, if they were in my position, they'd be like, this is sick.
Yeah.
But it's more so like I plan to be at a certain point by here now and I'm not there. And I'm like, okay. And it was, what led me to it was I was getting what I asked you just before about, I was like little stuff that shouldn't bother me was bothering me. You know, that client called again. You're like, why the fuck? Like, why are they calling me now? Like, I just spoke to him. You know what I mean? And then it's like, why does this piss me off? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what? They're probably calling just to say hello, or they forgot to tell you something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you call them back, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot to say I saw this person. And then you're like, oh, is that it? Like, oh, okay. And then you're like, fuck, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm on edge. And we have in one of our businesses, we have gone. We've had ups and downs, right? And I think that's common in business, but I've had a similar threshold that we consistently kind of peak at and then drop off.
Yeah.
And I know every single time, it's happened like 4 times now, the same sort of cycle. And recently, actually, even like a few months, I actually said to myself in December, don't let this happen again. Like, you know, you need to take that next jump.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself back in the same position again. And now I'm back in the same position again.
Yeah, cool.
And that's what's bothering me.
At least you have that self-awareness to pick it up now, though, because it could have gone 6 to 12 months and then you go, shit.
Yeah.
So at least you fix that up in the
cycles
first
are
quarter.
shorter.
Yeah.
The cycles are shorter, right? So it's happened like 3-4 times now. And then I'm like, okay. And we get to a certain point and we peak and then we kind of drop off and then we get up and then we drop off and I was having a chat with a mentor and I said something, I'm doing something wrong, I don't know what it is. And he's like, what is it? Da, da, da. And he's sort of like, okay, cool. Show me January, show me February. And then he's like, okay, what have you done here? What have you done here? What have you done here? And then he's like, I know the problem, dude. And I'm like, what is it? And he's like, you don't like sales. And I was like, what? And he's like, you don't like sales. I was like, I couldn't sell, dude. Like all these clients I've sold, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've sold every single one. There is no other person doing sales in this business right now other than me. I've closed every single one. He's like, yeah, but you don't love it. And I was like, kind of stopped and looked at him. He's like, you don't love it. He goes, as soon as things get kind of comfortable, you stop selling. And I was like, fuck, you're right. And which leads me into the topic of this conversation, which is the real importance behind sales, man, and how you can have the greatest business in the world. You can market really well. You can sit here and say, my products sell themselves and blah, blah, blah. But sales matters. Like, there is no business without sales at all. You cannot have a business. Whatever you do, you're a builder, you're a tradie, you're a bum, you work in retail, you work at a clothes store, you have a cafe, you need to sell. You need to convince people to buy your food, buy your clothes, buy your house, use you for your services, whatever it is. But you need to convince people to sell. And I feel like we're not How do you learn sales? There's not many people that say I'm not good at sales. People say they don't like sales, but most people, if they get a sale, they generally think they can sell. So where did you learn sales?
Your ability to sell products at quantities great enough, at prices high enough, will ultimately determine your success in business.
100%, dude. And there's the thing, like if you can sell, you will never go hungry. You can sell.
It's probably the most powerful thing in business.
Yeah,
it'll determine how successful you are in business and life. And here's the trick. Everything in your life is a sale. Everything. You go home, you're selling your wife on what you're going to eat for dinner. You go home, you're selling your kids on to get dressed in the morning, to go to school, just to do things they don't like to do. Everything. Everything is a sale. You are trying to convince a person to do something. All right? You are selling them on the idea. Now, your ability to then negotiate the terms and conditions and everything, negotiation's a different thing too. But the very first fundamental thing with sales, and this is what everyone should understand, you first need to believe in what you're selling. You need to believe in the product.
100%.
If you do not believe in what you're selling, you're not going to sell it. You're not going to sell it as well as someone that believes in it.
It comes across.
Right? And if you don't believe in it, why are you selling it? You're selling it just for money? Like you'll end up losing because that person will have a bad experience. That person it's not the product that they genuinely need and want in their life. They've just been tricked by a snake oil salesman.
So why do salesmen have a bad rap?
Because I think a lot of people have that persona about them. Here, buy this. If you drink this, okay. For context, I'm holding a bottle. This is called hydrogen water. Have you seen this before? Yeah. All right. So apparently you fill it with water. You press a little button, it goes blue, and all these little bubbles come up, right? All these little bubbles up, and it puts hydrogen into the water.
Have to charge
it? Yeah, you do. You have to charge it. So apparently it helps you recover quicker, it makes you feel better, it gives you more energy, a whole bunch of things. The long-term side effects are great.
How do you feel?
No different.
At all?
No, not even in the slightest.
They're not cheap.
They're $100.
Yeah, for a bottle.
Okay. I've watched a few almost I got sold into it.
Oh, there's poor one. I just couldn't find a good one.
I don't even know if this is a good one. Okay? So I bought it. I've been drinking heaps of water. The consequence is I'm probably drinking more water than I used to. So is it good for me? Yeah, it probably is in that regard. But is the actual hydrogen in it great? I don't know. But imagine if this person now, this does nothing other than put some bubbles in my water and make a blue light goes on. That's all it does. It hasn't really done what it needs to do. So that's a bad thing. They're selling it just to make a sale and make some money. Doesn't solve that whole need. Or maybe it's like a placebo. I'm thinking it's doing really well, but it's actually not doing anything for me. I'm just drinking more water, which in effect is good for me anyway.
Yeah, but so placebo works, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
That's the catch of placebo.
That's right.
If you believe it's doing something, it probably is.
Yeah, so then imagine if you believe in your product.
Yeah.
Imagine if you believe in the thing that you're selling. And the way I look at sales is like this. I believe so strongly in all my products that I sell, whether it's a coaching and mentoring program, whether it's an event, whether it's a home I'm building for you. Whatever it is, I strongly believe in it on a couple of levels. I would sell it to my grandmother and know she's making...
We've mentioned this before.
Yeah, and I know she's making a good decision. If she was a builder, she had a building company... And I'm going to call it out, yeah. She had a building company and was like, I need some mentoring in my construction company. I would sell this to her. And I said, if you pay for this, it'll help you. You will be better because of having this investment in your business. Yeah. If she was looking to build a house, and she's like, I want you to build my house. I said, excellent. Here's the price. Let's go. I know by her building with me, she's going to get an amazing home. Not because she's my grandmother, because I believe in the product and the service. Now, you as a business owner have an obligation to your clients to sell them a product that you believe will help them solve their problem, improve their life. And the analogy I like to use is, imagine you have a blue pill, right? And this isn't to trigger anyone. I hope don't take offense to what I'm about to say. I know this might be hard for some people, but say I have a pill here and it cures cancer, okay? And you touch wood, you have cancer. Now, I can't force this down your throat. I can't hold your mouth open. I can't slam it down there. You have to willingly take it. I have to convince you. I have to convince you that you need to willingly take this blue pill, swallow it, and it will cure your disease. That's how you got to look at sales. I have the product that will help you with your problem, is the right thing for you, will genuinely help you, and it's the best solution for your problem. And I have an obligation to give you all the information, all the tools, everything you need in order to make that decision. So it's a combination of things. People think sales is just your ability to talk someone and convince them. No, it's not just that. Other things come into play. Brand comes into play in sales because people will have a perception of you and your company and what you're about and how you're going to buy their product. Negotiation comes into sales. Huge. Handling objections. Huge. Social proof. Huge. Connection with people, relationships, proof. So as in past projects, past testimonials, all these sorts of things. Everything comes into play with sales. It's not just one factor of me selling you into this product. It's not just that. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it can be that, supply and demand. If you have the only blue phone cases in stock and there is 50,000 people that want a blue phone case and you have 40. Supply and demand, right? So sometimes you can go, oh, hey, I got the best blue phone cases. Yeah, cool, take my money. So yes, that can happen too, but most of the time, no, you actually need to sell people in that aspect. It's like saying you're in retail. A lady walks in, she puts on a dress. It's a $5,000 dress. The lady's the size of a hippopotamus. Oh, wow, you look amazing in that dress. But she doesn't. It's too tight fitting. It doesn't suit her, and she looks unattractive.
Yeah.
You could probably get a bigger dress that fits her better, that makes her actually look better suited and fitted for her. You go, cool, yeah, that dress is nice, but it's only $2,000. But you sell her the $5,000 one.
So don't tell them what they want to hear.
Don't tell them what they want to hear. Sometimes you need to give the truth. Say, guys, I do this every single day. So because we sell high ticket items when it comes to construction. They're not paying $50, they're paying millions of dollars for a home for us to build for them. And I'll tell them straight out. They're like, oh, I need my...
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, you can click over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.